the meager age of 24, Matthew Perry was cast in what would become the world's most popular sitcom, Friends. Unfortunately, he also suffered from alcohol addiction during that time and struggled with it throughout all 10 seasons of the show, and then decades beyond. In this video, we'll talk about Matthew revealing how to figure out which drugs he used on the show, and his drastic weight loss from that one season. Firstly, how to tell which drugs Matthew used. It's hard to imagine Chandler, a character who made everyone laugh, the literal king of sarcasm, and a friend everyone could rely on, struggling with such an addicting battle in real life. Matthew Perry has recently opened up about his life in a memoir titled Friends, Lovers, and the Big Little Thing, which comes out on the 1st of November. In his memoir, the actor talks about how his varying appearance throughout the show was a clear giveaway of which drugs he was consuming at the time. The actor's weight varied drastically, between 58 kilograms and 102 kilograms throughout the show. According to the 17 Again star, viewers can track the trajectory of his addiction if they gauge his weight in different seasons. When Chandler gained weight, he was consuming alcohol. When the character was skinny, it was pills. And when he had a goatee, it meant Matthew took many pills. The 53-year-old added that by the end of the 3rd season of the popular sitcom, he was trying to get 55 Vicodin a day. That seems like a lot of painkillers, but it was necessary for the actor to take them. Otherwise, he would get extremely sick. He was an addict. He needed pills to fuel him throughout the day. Perry revealed his extremely thin figure was because of his opioid addiction, as the drugs decreased his appetite and induced vomiting. And this is just the beginning. Stay tuned to find out other details Matthew has revealed. Up next, the actor reveals the dark truth behind the iconic Friends scene. The Friends theme song boasts about being there for your loved ones, and the sweet yet gullible Chandler was there for everyone. It therefore pains us to hear about the dark and silent battles the actor was facing behind the scenes. One of them happened immediately after a fan favorite scene on the show. We're sure you recall the heartwarming moment when Chandler got to marry the love of his life, Monica, in the season 7 finale. It was so heartwarming for fans to see a character who was nervous when talking to women and extremely terrified of commitment finally tie the knot in a beautiful ceremony. However, there's something dark behind the filming of that iconic scene. Perry's memoir revealed that immediately after the wedding was filmed, he was driven back to the treatment center in a truck helmed by a technician. We can't imagine how painful it was for Matthew to be at the lowest point in his personal life when he was soaring to great heights in his career. Sounds ironic, just proves that there's more to it than meets the eye. Following up on how he nearly lost Chandler, the 3 to Tango star has many interesting experiences to share his memoir, but this one was shocking and would break even the strongest of hearts. Fans cannot imagine any actor emulating Chandler better than Matthew because Perry brought so much life and reality into the character. Yes, we nearly lost our favorite actor in a near-fatal accident when Perry's worsening drug addiction nearly took his life. In 2019, Matthew consumed dangerously high amounts of opioids to the point where his colon burst. The actor underwent a 7-hour life-saving surgery and dozed off into a coma for 2 whole weeks, with the doctors predicting that he had only a 2% chance of survival. The odds were not in his favor. Perry recently told people that he was put on ECMO, a machine that breathes for you. He survived miraculously, but suffered from the aftermath by carrying a colostomy bag for 9 months. That doesn't sound like something anyone would want to be associated with, even for a single day. The Friends star explained that after this incident, he vowed to change himself and gave up his addiction once and for all. A little window opened for him, and somehow he crawled out. Matthew's therapist told him that the next time he craves oxycodone, he should think about having a colostomy bag for the rest of his life. That's the one piece of advice that keeps him from reaching for that drug. We're glad at least something good came from this horrible incident and hope Perry continues to get better. Lastly, the actor's road to recovery. It wasn't easy, but Matthew has been sober for 18 months now. One of the main driving factors behind his motivation to give up drugs is never wanting to live with a colostomy bag again. The 17 Again star has been to rehab rehab 15 times and admits he's doing much better now. From a journey that started off as a 14-year-old, Matthew has come a long way. The actor is grateful to his castmates for the unwavering support they provided him with. Writing they acted as penguins. Perry has also spent a whopping $9 million trying to get sober. All these years of hard work and resilience have finally paid off, and we hope it's only uphill from here. Moving on to Perry talking about his dramatic weight loss in that one scene. Starting with Matthew explains the weight difference in 2 consecutive episodes. Any fan would have noticed the drastic decrease in Chandler's weight in the final episode of Season 6 and the first episode of Season 7, despite them being from the same night, with the actor even wearing the same clothes. Yes, we're talking about the episodes in which Chandler proposed to Monica. The sitcom star had a noticeably different appearance, which raised many concerns among the fans. Matthew has since revealed that he lost 3.5 stone in the off-season because of the pills he took, which caused him to lose weight. The actor explains that his weight varied drastically throughout the 10 seasons, depending on what he was addicted to then. And fans can figure out the trajectory of his addiction by how his weight changed. Now on to Friends star says the memoir is more of a biography. In an extract of his book, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Little Thing, published in The Times, Perry warns the reader that the book will be a biography rather than a memoir for the next few paragraphs, since he was no longer there. That's because the actor entered a coma after his colon burst from opioid overuse. In typical Chandler Bing style, he jokes he was so full it almost killed him. Opiates induce constipation in the body, so by this stage, Perry cautiously jokes 10 days of no movement. The next sentence reads, "I hadn't taken a in 10 days. There's the drift." When he woke up from the surgery, his mom told him his resilience was incredible and that with some life changes, he'll be okay. The actor would have to carry a colostomy bag for 9 months, which he wrote, "I thought I have a colostomy bag. That's great. Girls find that to be a definite turn on." The memoir depicts Perry's famous humor, the same sarcasm and jokes which seeped into Chandler as he revealed the tragedy that he was afraid of death, yet ended up nearly killing himself again and again. The NBC show star writes he hated himself because of his unforgivable actions, like killing himself. He was afraid to die, but his actions contradict his desire. Opiates had taken over his life, and he'd do something about it. Finishing off, Jennifer finds out about Perry's alcohol addiction. Imagine your crush walking in on you doing something you shouldn't. That'd be awkward. Matthew has recently revealed that he had a crush on Jennifer Aniston. We don't blame him, because who doesn't? Perry was experimenting with methadone, a drug that can reverse a painkiller addiction, when the Rachel Green actress walked into his trailer at the set. The actress confronted him about his drinking, to which Matthew was taken aback, asking how she could tell since he's been trying to hide it. Jennifer responded they could smell it, referring to the rest of the cast, and this hit Perry like a sledgehammer. The 53-year-old admits that he had gotten over Aniston since she started dating Brad Pitt and had finally mustered up the courage to look at her without being awkward. Despite that, it was devastating to be confronted about drinking by his ex-crush, and he got confused by this unexplained encounter. Now that's a wrap for you. What are your favorite moments of Chandler from the show? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for all the latest news related to the showbiz industry. Until next time.